you let us know what are your thoughts of the city of Chicago?
Oh man, I'm from the Midwest, baby. Chicago in there, you know what it is. Yeah, no, I love Chicago. Chicago has always represented me. You know, again, it's part of the Midwest. We are Midwest. So I definitely love Chicago.
So what was that like growing up out in Fort Wayne, Indiana?
Oh man, you know, we're a small city, but it's definitely wild, you know. I was kind of those kids though that kind of stayed to themselves. Like I had a lot of friends, I was popular, but I kind of wanted to just focus on, you know, doing my music. So I kind of, you know, was just by myself.
So when people think of Indiana, I know a lot of people don't really think of like Latinos. Can you let us know what it was like as far as like the Hispanic population out in Fort Wayne?
To be real with you, there was like not a lot of Latinos. It was a few families. Eventually throughout time and throughout the years, Latinos started coming from Califas in Chicago and coming down here, coming down to Fort Wayne. But it was just basically just calm and corn, you know what I mean?
What is your family like? Are they like Mexican or Puerto Rican?
Yes.
Or,
Yo soy Chicana.
Okay.
You know?
Do you know what part of Mexico your family's from?
There's some from Acuña, there's some from, you know, Tamaulipas, you know, stuff like that, you know. But I'm definitely a Midwest girl, you know.
Growing up, before the interview, you spoke about that you were involved with like slanging drugs and involved with gangs. Do you want to let us know how it is that started and why it is that you chose that path during that time?
You know, a lot of us have family members that are involved and we follow them and we kind of go with what life brings us, like schooling and family. So I kind of ran with that. But then I realized, like, you know, it wasn't for me, you know. I wanted to do music and I knew if I did music that I couldn't live that lifestyle, you know.
So what was it that you listened to with your family being Latino, being in Indiana, and with the drugs and the gangs? What kind of music did you listen to?
Man, you know, I'm gonna tell you, so I listen to everything. I'm a sibling of 5, I'm the baby of 5. So there was like country and rock and rap and R&B. So I had a variety of things, you know what I mean? I listen to Spanish on Sundays, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I would listen to just different things, and that's how I was able to bring that into my music, you know?
So how was it that you got in the music game, and why did you want to get involved in the music game?
My whole family does music. I have uncles that had a band called La Sombra Chicana, and like that's my dad's brothers and all his children, and then my dad, and then my mother had a singing career at 15. So it's in the blood, you know what I mean? I kind of just was born. You know, I was born and I was meant to do this, you know, and it was just like that, music all the time and everywhere, you know?
At what point in your life did you realize, okay, I don't need to do, let's say, a job or slang no more because music is what's bringing in all my income?
I was young. I always wanted to do music, and I always knew that one day I would be famous. I think I manifested this life, you know? You grow up and you're like, I'm gonna be famous and I'm gonna be this, and I did that. You know, every day that was my thoughts. I'm gonna be famous, I'm gonna do music, I'm gonna live this life, you know? And I kind of just knew, you know what I mean?
I think there's a Gemini in you that.
Yeah. Oh, as a Gemini, we're very confident.
Yeah.
And I believe a lot of Geminis are talented. It's just one of those things where, like, I know who I am, and I'm strong and firm in who I am, and music is what I believe in, and I believe this as a little girl, you know? Yeah. Nobody could tell me any different. I mean, I never had it to where people were like, oh, you're not gonna make it. I just knew, you know, and they knew, you know?
Can you tell us a story of Angel and how it is that you got involved with the record labels and the stories behind it?
Yes, so Angel I wrote and produced at 15 years old. It was my first heartbreak. I really didn't know how to handle it, you know? And when I got a record deal, I had these songs already prepared. So when they heard them, they were like, wow. I had no idea. And this wasn't something that the label told me, like, oh, this is a hit. You know, normally they'll tell you, oh, this is a hit. I didn't get told that. What happened was, I'll never forget this, Fresno, California, at K-Win Radio. I performed at this concert, and I performed Angel for the first time ever. They're looking at me, and in my mind, I'm thinking like, oh my God, they're bored. They're fucking bored, like they don't, like this is boring to them. But when I got off stage, the program director goes, man, Amanda, that song is everything. I never would have thought in my wildest life that I have, that song would do that for me. It was just a song of me hurting. It was just a song of me growing up as a teenager, you know? It was just, I never would have thought that, you know?
When the song dropped and having the record label, how did it change your life afterwards?
Oh man, let me tell you something. I have never in my life, again, I never would have thought Angel would have did that. But it's done something for so many people all over the world. I never would have expected that. I never would have expected my pain, my hurt, to heal people, you know, and that's everything to me. That's the greatest gift I could ever have, you know?
So what people are doing now is like, let's say artists that passed away like Tupac, Biggie, Big Pun, they're remaking music off of their voice. What are your thoughts on that? And if the day your time ever comes, would you want people to do that to your music?
Yes.
Well, why do you like that?
I want and need my legacy to move on, to continue. You know, it's 20-something years in the business, and Angel has healed a lot of people. So if I can continue that healing, that's everything to me. You know, I didn't have that help. I didn't have the compassion or the love to help me understand. So if my song does that for people, that's everything to me. That's the greatest gift God could ever give me, by healing somebody, you know?
Being a female in the music industry, I know you were talking about like, it's different compared to like a man. So what are the challenges as a female artist is it that you go through?
When it comes to the women, they'll try to treat us like we're less than them. No offense to my homies, they get, you know what I mean? But it's the truth. Right. You know, they'll try to make it seem like you should accept certain things because you're a woman. And one thing I can tell you, and a lot of you promoters, I'm looking at you right now, you know I don't play like that. You know what I mean? I deserve the respect that I deserve, you know? And it's just, it's hard for women because I'll see artists, not me, I'm very blessed. Like I understood things at a young point in time, you know? But I'll see other female artists and I'm like, it's so sad that you allow people to make you feel less than what you are. And when you do that, you become less than what you are. See, when you know your worth, even in life, period, you don't have to be somebody famous. When you know your worth, you'll be up here. If you don't, you'll be down here. And people will continue to make you feel like that. Me, I know God has blessed me with something special. Something that everybody doesn't have. A lot of people don't know I'm a writer, I'm a producer, I play every instrument. You know what I mean? Right. That's a blessing to me. So I know my worth. You know what I mean? Right. And I'm grateful. You know, and I won't allow any man in this industry or anybody, period, to make me feel like I'm lower than that. You know?
For any like female artists that's trying to come up, can you let them know what it is that they got to do if they do encounter these, whether it's record labels or promoters or artists that are trying to belittle them?
Listen, be firm. Know your worth. If you know you're at a certain status, don't let anybody come in and make you feel like you're less than that. Negotiating and all that is it's unacceptable. You are what you are. You know what I mean? If you don't know your own worth, then where would you be? If you don't believe in yourself, then who's gonna believe in you? You understand?
Right.
You have to believe in yourself. You have to be strong.
Right.
This ain't for the weak.
Right.
Seriously, this industry is not made for the weak.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as a woman, you need to be strong and firm in what you believe. And when you do that, I promise you, you'll go far. I promise you.
Do you want to let the fans and the audience know your most recent project and your upcoming projects?
Absolutely. I got a new track out called Nobody. Make sure you guys get that. I also got some new tracks that are coming on a new platform that I'll explain to you guys later, but you can only get my music on this platform. I'm super excited, y'all. Make sure you guys get Nobody. It's a hot track, y'all.
Yo, you guys sampling Amanda Perez. Shout out to Amanda Perez.
Shout out to Amanda Perez and everything.
She a legend. What do you know if she's heard the record? Did you send it over to her before?
I want to talk to her myself, but yeah, we talked to her, and people have been trying to get that sample cleared for a very long time. I called Problem, and Problem always tells me like it's so expensive to clear a sample.
A lot of them, for sure.
I was trying to play the piano.
He is. He's trying to learn the piano for this one song that's coming.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to learn it by the time it come out. So hopefully he get it done.
Is it a remake?
Amanda Perez.
Oh, no
Not
way.
Bro.
God sent me an angel.
You
That was
sang it?
Yeah, that song.
He got it. That was his call. Like, we
That's
was done with the
breaking
album.
news.
He called and said, "We gotta do one more. I'm coming right now." I said,
That
"Yeah,
means
come
you were
on."
listening to it.
Yeah, I dropped that one. That's one.
What were you
Wow.
doing that you were listening to Amanda Perez? Who were you with?
I was just laying in bed.
Are you ever gonna get right? Yes, I'm tripping. You keep doing this dumb shit. Sorry about that. You have to.
So I ask God send me an angel from the heavens above. Send me an angel to heal my broken heart from being in love. 'Cause all I do is cry. God send me an angel to wipe the tears from my eyes.
I pray for you, baby girl, just on my palms. The weight of the world on my shoulders, dog. And some days I feel like I'm better gone. One day they gon' remember, dog. Gunplay, I'm the one that did it better, huh? Sunday, Super Bowl, never done. Who did it? You did it. We did it. I took you out the club. You better than the bitches. Pussy was so good. I'ma fucking listen.